Hey, 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 what's it do? This is your boy, KQKC Boxing in the morning. That's right. It is early. I understand that. But you have to understand this also. I got to get everything out to my subscribers. If I know something, if I hear something, I think it's my duty to give it out. Okay? Now, we all know that Pacquiao and Broner plan on fighting on January 19th. And that fight is supposed to be on Fox at the MGM Arena. Now, that's Garden Arena. Yes, the same one that Floyd pretty much fought all his fights in. And yes, it's the same one that gave Floyd a lifetime suite, the best that they have, actually, for the rest of his life, which he doesn't use really, but his kids does. And they are speculating that this is going to generate a lot of revenue. Why? Because we're talking about, first of all, Pacquiao, because Pacquiao has a great following. And we're talking about Adrian Broner. No matter how he had dropped to damn near sea level, but he knows how to talk. He has a mouthpiece. He has the gift of gab. Other words, you know how to talk that shit. Now, in a few minutes, I'm about to go over all the fights for the rest of this year. So I'm going to give you time to get some pencil or paper, and it will be more fights that I name, but I'm going to try to name the main fights that I want to see and hopefully that you want to see. And while you doing that, I hope you still have me on. And let me tell you another quote unquote, and this is from Nate Jones. Now we all know who Nate Jones is. If you don't follow TMT, then you will know. Nate Jones was Floyd Mayweather's teammate. He pretty much had him to work for him. No, he wasn't trying to treat him like a slave or he made it and Nate did not make it. No. First of all, they was in different weight classes. And number two, Nate had a problem with alcoholism. And it pretty much dropped him down the drain. And that's what happened. Now, they asked Nate Jones, what do you think about Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence? Here we go again. Who do you have? Well, he said, well, I seen Earl drinking a lot lately. And that drinking can take a toll on you. So I had Earl at first, but now I'm leaning towards Terrence Crawford because you cannot keep your body in shape like that. Well, that's bullshit. For number one, Earl is dedicated to getting in shape. Earl is dedicated in working out. Earl is dedicated of getting the best sparring partners as possible. Earl is programmed in his mind not to lose. Earl has true grit, and he will not quit until someone actually stop him. So one more thing, he also is a welterweight. He a full-fledged welterweight. I'm sorry. So therefore, do not count Earl Spence out. Now, Terence Crawford, I'm not taking anything away from Terence. They both respect each other. Terence Crawford, he works hard just as well as Earl works hard. Who worked hard the most? I don't know, because they work different ways. Not everybody work on the punching bag. Not everyone swims. Not everyone jogs. Deontay Wilder don't believe in jogging. Not everyone does 700 sit-ups. Mikey Garcia doesn't do sit-ups. And we can see that. But he's in shape because he took a lot of body shots from Adrian Broner when they fought. So Nate Jones is definitely speculating, because Earl has never been addicted to anything. He never felt weight. He never, ever been addicted to PEDs or tested positive for PEDs, no matter what Demetrius Andre say, and no matter how he tried to take it back. No one in Texas ever used PEDs. And yes, if Demetrius Andre said that, he should owe him an apology. Earl is just a bigger man. He's just a full welterweight. Just like Keith Thurman, he's a full-fledged welterweight. So, therefore, I'm drinking my coffee like I do every morning, and smoking my cigarette like I do every morning with my coffee. For some reason, they go good together. So, hey, y'all just bear with me here. Shit. But anyway, now I'm gonna go ahead and give you a list of the fights that's remaining for the rest of 2018. Now, these are the fights that I chose that I would like to see. Okay? Now that we're in October, we're on October the 25th. So what I did was I started off at November the 3rd. That's because there's a couple fights that I want to see. Now, keep in mind that this fight is in Texas and it's going to be on ESPN Plus. Okay, now, November the 3rd, we have Saul Rodriguez versus Claudio Tapia. And that's 10 rounds, and they are lightweights. Okay, then you have featherweights of 10 rounds. That's Jose Estrella. He would be fighting Miguel Mariota. Now, I want to see those two fights. Now, also, I want to move down a little more. Now, this is put on by DAZN. Now, I can't figure this out. The Zone has a fight going on in Scotland in the same time they have one in El Paso. Now let me reiterate this. November the 3rd, they have a fight in El Paso, Texas. Now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights in El Paso on ESPN Plus. Okay. Then you have the Zone, who has a 1, 2. Well, this is the World Boxing Super Series. Okay, that'd be the quarterfinals. Okay. Now, in the quarterfinals, this is bantamweight. You will have Ryan Burnett versus Lanier. That's a 12 rounds for the Burnett's WBA bantamweight title, World Boxing Super Series quarterfinals. Okay, now I'm gonna move on until move up to Vista Postal. Now he's fighting in the junior welterweight divisions, and he's going to be fighting Sagar Orzelga, 10 rounds junior welterweights. Paul Butler and Johan Bunker, 10 rounds bantamweight. Zach Parker will fight Daryl Williams, 12 rounds for the vacant British super middleweight title. Now, you see how the Zone is trying to mix up London into the mix, no matter if they in New Zealand or the US. See, Eddie Hearn's trying to eat his cake and everything else. So now, this is on Facebook, and this is going to take place, yes, in New York. It will be Sullivan Barrera. He will be fighting Shani Monahan. That's a 10-round light heavyweight. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move down to, let's see, November the 10th. Okay. You know who we have on November the 10th in Manchester, England. That's Orlando Usyk. He's going to be fighting Tony Bellew. 12 rounds for Usyk WBC, IBF, WBA, and WBO cruiserweight title. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the cruiserweight, they don't have nobody. I mean, I can count on one hand how many people in the cruiserweight. You know, once you become a certain size, you just want to go ahead and jump up to heavyweight. And that way it's no certain limit where you have to make to come in at. Only what you're comfortable of making. Like Big Baby Miller. He's going to have a heart attack in the ring if he doesn't lose weight. And I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. So, if he doesn't lose that weight, because see, the heart carries the blood in your body. And if you sit there, and it doesn't matter, if you sit there and keep on continuously working out, eating, working out, eating, working out. I mean, your heart cannot take that. Now, if you stop eating and work out, stop eating, work out, then your heart will get better. See, he will have a bad heart and he doesn't even smoke. He don't even does anything remotely that will cause heart failure. So now I went on and mentioned this. It's the Zone coming back to Chicago once again. Now, it's the World Boxing Super Series that will take place in Chicago, and that will be in November. Now, who's fighting? I don't know. And you know what? Frankly, I don't give a fuck. Because, like I told you, Chicago is not a boxing town. And I am not a boxing fan of the Zone. Not right now, I'm not. And no, I'm not a two-faced channel. It's just that as long as they have Eddie Hearn, I don't think I will want to be bothered with the Zone right now. And plus, I will not pay for an app when I'm getting fights for free and I'm getting great fighters. I call them A-listers from PBC, which they will be coming out with a hell of a lineup, starting off with Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner. And yes, that will be on June the 19th, but January the 19th, I'm sorry. And that's the day after my birthday. So I'm going to try to see, can I get to that fight? I don't have any money, but I'm going to try to raise it so I can get to the fight. You know, to be honest, KQKC listeners or viewers, I've never been to a pro fight before. And especially now that I'm of age. In other words, since I've been 18 and over, I'm 52 now. Well, I'll be 52 in January. But I've never been to a pro fight because I could never afford it. And I can't afford it now. But that's okay. Now, I'm going to keep on naming the fights all the way up to January. And we know what we get in January. That's Adrian Broner and Manny Pacquiao. Now, I expect Manny Pacquiao to do his thing. He might do his thing the same, but a little bit slower. Why? Because he's a little bit older. Now, Adrian Broner, what's up, Paul Madden? You got it. KC in the house, baby. I'm just running down the rest of the fights that's going to be taking place for the rest of the year. Now, it is more fights, but I'm just naming the fights that I think will bring attention to the people. And if you hear me sipping on my coffee, please forgive me. But thanks for tuning in, brother. Always can use support. And I see no one was on live stream because I respect others. So I figured I'd jump on before everybody jump on also. And plus, like my good friend, good fella, Sports. He usually do a morning show, but he didn't do it this morning. So I sent him a text and I left a message for him. So now, in November also, Miami, Florida, you got Yoris Gamboa. We all remember him when he fought Terrence Crawford. That was a good fight. He dazed Terrence Crawford in that fight. And he was pretty fast, too. Now, he will be fighting, guess who? Miguel Beltran. Now, it's a 10-round fight for the lightweights. Then you got Juan Manuel Lopez. He's going to be fighting Christian Mino, 10 rounds. And it's a lightweight fight. Now, I'm going ahead and move down. Now, in Poland, Arthur Spilka. We all remember Arthur Spilka. As a matter of fact, I spoke on him yesterday. I spoke on how Deontay Wilder knocked him out cold and his wife had to pretty much talk his spirit and get him back into his body. Let me put it that way. And if you go back on YouTube and look at the pictures of him the day after the fight, god damn, look what one punch did to his face. He's in a neck brace, and his face is wow. Deontay Wilder hit him flush. So he'd be fighting in Poland, and it would be a 10 or 12 round heavyweight fight. Now, why 10 round? I don't know, but he should be fighting 12 rounds because he fought 12 rounds numerous of times. Now, it must be something with the rankings. So now, November 12th in Tokyo, we got Kamita. Now, he's a good fighter also. He's going to be fighting Medina. That's going to be a 12-round fight for the vacant WBC interim junior featherweight title. You know, they kill me with these titles, man. I just don't get it. You know, I don't know why they. You know what? I'm not going to trip on that this morning. You know, I'm just here trying to give everybody a rundown on what's left. Now, Showtime, they're going to be doing something in Philadelphia. Okay, they're going to have Jerron Ennis versus Raymond Serrano. That's going to be a 10 round welterweight fight. Then you have Kenneth Sams Jr. Now, I've seen this brother fight. I've seen him fight on Showtime Extreme. First of all, he has too much movement. He fight that Cuban style type fight. But with all that movement he made, you know, he had a good range generalship, and that's it. Because, see, all that movement does is tire him out. Then in the late rounds, his opponents jump on him. You know, I mean, basically, that's what's happening. Then you got Arnold Cajiga versus Jorge Diaz. And that's an 8-round junior featherweight. Now, Kenneth Sams Jr., why is he fighting 8 rounds? He's not a prospect, and I don't think he's a contender anymore. So why is he fighting 8th round fight? I don't understand that, and never will probably. I don't get it. Now, I'm gonna jump down to November 17th. Now they do have fights, but I'm not gonna go through all these fights in Atlantic City because these are fighters that we never heard of, and they just up and coming fights. They're not going to be shown on Showtime or anything like that, but they're pretty much, I'm not going to say low tier fighters, but they are up and coming fighters. Peace, Mark Blake. Man, and hit that like button, brothers. Man, and also, if you haven't subscribed, man, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. I'm a new channel, and I'm trying to make my bones, brothers. That's all. Now, I'm going to give you November 17th. Now, this is going to be in Atlantic City, and this is on the DAZN card. We all know Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Now, he doesn't have an opponent yet. It's a 12-round heavyweight fight. Who his opponent will be, I don't know. But I guarantee you, it will be somebody he can beat because Eddie Hearn doesn't have anyone over there. Now, he can go out and find somebody that's not under contract. And most of the times when a fighter's not under contract, they either promoting themselves because they that good and they can bring in a crowd, or they're not that good and no promoter won't pick them up. But Eddie Hearn would throw a bag of money at them and they will fight. So that won't be too long before he have an opponent. Then guess who? Brandon Rios. I thought he would have quit by now, but I guess Robert Garcia being his best friend, he would be fighting Roman Alvarez. That's going to be a 10-round junior middleweight fight. Then, yes, sir, you got Clarissa Shields. She's going to be fighting Hannah Rankin. That's going to be 10 rounds. Now, keep in mind, no women fights are only 2-minute rounds. Now, they will be fighting for Clarissa Shields, IBF, and WBA women's middleweight title. Then you got Gabe Rosado. He's going to be fighting Luis Arias, 10-round middleweights. Then you got, of course, he always have to put somebody from the UK in there. Ricky Burns. He don't have an opponent yet to be announced. He'll be fighting, it'll be a 10-round fight, and it'll be lightweights. It's something about the zone. They have the fighters that they want to fight, but they just don't have no opponents. That's what kills me about Eddie Hearn. He's supposed to be coming over here, making the big fights, taking over the U.S. market. We're going to be the baddest and biggest all over the world with the streaming, the app. And so far, he pretty much is crashing. Now, I'm not going to say Paul Mangan, UK, KC. Hey, cool. Hey, no offense against the UK. I don't have no problem with that. It's just I have a problem with Eddie Hearn. Now, you know how they say one apple spoils a bunch? Well, Eddie Hearn, he's not a bad guy. It's just the way he go about doing the business. It seems like that. Now, I'm just speculating here. It seems like he went before he was. Okay, let me put it this way. When you're going to check out a new company or a new gym or a new venture, put it that way, you will send what they call an exploration team. Someone to go explore, see what the market looked like, see how interested the country is of boxing, make some news about what's coming to America. And Paul Mann said, too much of a flash bastard is Eddie for me. Well, yes, he does flash and say he has a lot of money. And what I believe is the zone. See, the zone is just an entity of Matchroom. So basically, the zone is different from Matchroom Boxing. They hired Eddie Hearn to be the face man, the front man, and bring in the fighters. And also with the salary. So that's pretty much what's going on. Now, Eddie Hearn is not there to stay. No, I don't believe so. I believe he eventually will leave London. I don't know. But I'm sorry. Just let me mute this 1 second, please. Hello? Okay, I'm recording. I'll call you back, okay? I'm so sorry. That was my daughter, and she passed her test, and now she's a doctor. So congratulate me and my whole family. So that's why I had to get it. I've been waiting on that call. That's why I was up so early. So God bless you. Okay, and I told her I would call her back after this live stream. But anyway, Eddie Hearn Thanks a lot, Paul. I appreciate it, man. You know, my father, he helped me out a lot. And if you all know my backstory, you will know my father has cancer, and and I'm gonna be here for him. I'm gonna be here for him to eternity. Put it that way. And the reason why, if you don't know my backstory, the reason why I got into this channel is because I love boxing. And number two, the cause that I want to do this for is for the, let me make this clear, the American Cancer Society. They have a lot of societies out there that help cancer. And they pretty much have similar names. But I made a promise that I would help out or donate to the American Cancer Society. And another reason, it was 13 born through my father, and he lost 10 out of the 13. It's him and two other brothers still living to cancer. Yes, to cancer. So, I apologize for that. So, that's what's going on. The big C, nasty thing. It is, KC. Lost my dad to it, bro. Stay strong for your dad and family. Yes, I am, brother. Thank you. But my father, he has prostate cancer, and they say it's in remission, but we all know that it does come back sooner or later. So, but thank you. Now, getting back to what I was talking about, Eddie Hearn. So, Eddie Hearn will stay until the zone get up and running, which I'm going to tell you something. Now, a lot of people might not like this, but the zone is here to stay. Simple. They are here to stay. So, might as well buckle up and get ready for the ride. There's going to be a lot of money spent on these fighters. And they know it. That's why they don't want to make these fights. They holding out. Like Gervonta Davis. Sure, he been in trouble. Sure, he's a troublemaker. But if he was fighting and he was in somebody's training camp, he would be a hell of a fighter. I hate to see him go down in flames. I hate to see somebody talking about him in the store. Man, remember Gervonta Davis? Oh, he was a good fighter, wasn't he? And kind of find out he wasn't. So, Floyd is not a good promoter. Don't get me wrong. Floyd was my idol once upon a time. I grew up on Pretty Boy Floyd. He did things in the ring that I didn't even think was possible coming up watching boxing. But once Floyd stepped outside that ring, after he retired, that is, when his name stopped ringing as much as he used to, he couldn't take that. So he don't promote any fighter. You know what he does? He promotes himself. He will make a good trainer than a good promoter. But he don't want to help anyone but himself. Floyd is very selfish. And yes, Gervonta Davis had 3 years left on his contract. And Eddie Hearn knows that it's against the Muhammad Ali Act for him to even try to talk to Gervonta Davis about a deal. So, before I get into the rest of everything, I'm going to finish naming these dates real fast. November the 24th, you got Biavia versus John Pascal. Demetrius Bivol versus John Pascal. If I'm saying it right, that's going to be a 12-round fight. And it's going to be for Bivol's WBA light heavyweight title. Okay? So, and the zone got another going on. Now, what makes this funny is that they said November 24th, Atlantic City, New Jersey, I'm sorry. And it would be on HBO. Now, I told everyone, HBO going to finish out this year. Then, beginning January the 1st, that's it. Some people say, oh, they closed their doors for good. They through right now. No, they're not. HBO has to finish out this year. It's still under contract. So they will have a 12-round fight with John Pascal. We all know who he is and where he's from. So he will be fighting WBA Bivol. I just can't say that name right. Demetrius Bivol. Okay? And they will be fighting for his WBA light heavyweight title. Now, also, they don't have an opponent for him. It's an 8-round for Carl Dargan. Now, most likely that fight will be canceled. I don't know why, but I think it will be canceled. So, now, the zone, they have a fight over there in Monte Carlo. See, the zone, everybody think all that money, $1 billion deal. No, it didn't all go to, and it wasn't $1 billion. Now, it will be $1 billion after everything comes out, or everything has, and did what it had to do. But no. Now, I'm looking at the zone, and there we go again. To be announced. They don't have any opponents. Again, November is full of fighters, but no opponents. And fighters that we never heard of. Then, the zone, all this at the same time. They're going to have a fight in New Zealand. Lucas Brown versus Junior Petty. That's a 10-round heavyweight fight. Then you're going to have in San Juan, Puerto Rico, Christopher Diaz versus David Bernard. 10 rounds, junior lightweight. Then you're going to have Luis Popeye LeBron versus Jose Luis Galios. That's a 10-round featherweight. And that's by the zone. Okay? Now, I'm going to move on down to Jeff Horn. He will be fighting on ESPN Plus. I don't have the app. Don't want the app. To each his own. If you want the app, go for it. Because in Australia, Jeff Horn on November the 30th will be fighting Anthony Mundine, 12 rounds middleweight. I'm just about finished. If you just bear with me, and I got a couple of the issues I'd like to go over. December the 1st, we all know what happens December the 1st. We know, Paul, if you're still there, you'll be seeing Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. That's going to be a 12 rounds for Wilder's WBC heavyweight title. Now, I have to admit, Jerry Hurd will be on that undercard. He doesn't have an opponent just yet that I know of going by this, but it will be a 12 rounds, and it's going to be for Hurd's IBF and WBA junior middleweight title. Then you got Luis King Kong Ortiz versus, to be announced, 10 or 12 round heavyweights. So I don't know. It's supposed to be Showtime pay-per-view. So I don't know if Ortiz is going to be on there because I heard he was with DAZN now. I don't know. So we're going to have to see what happened and how it plays out. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, fellas, if you can. Now we have Joe Joyce. And he also, that's 3 to be announced under Deontay Wilder's undercard, December 1st. Now, this is just October, but they need to find an opponent now if they haven't found one. Now, this boxing fight schedule came out, and it's dated on the 25th. So this is pretty much up to date. Yeah, I could be wrong, but no, it says October the 25th, 2018. So, Adonis Stevenson, of course, you know what he's going to fight on Showtime and where? Quebec. Now, he's more like a Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is a great fighter. I don't have anything against Crawford. But he needs to get out of Omaha. Of course, you're going to fill up Omaha Stadium. Of course, when you have a street named after you in Omaha, that you're going to sell tickets. Yes, you're going to get a round of applause every time you even land a shot or attempt to land a shot or graze somebody. Let's put Terrence Crawford in the Lions Den. Put him somewhere like Vegas. Put him somewhere like the Stub Hub in California. Now, the Barclay in Brooklyn is supposed to be the official / unofficial PBC home. So we'll see how that worked out. But Adonis Stevenson, he's going to be fighting Orlando Coven for 12 rounds for Stevens WBC light heavyweight title. Now, keep in mind, Stevens been holding on to this belt for a long time. And again, Showtime need an opponent for this 8 or 10 round female junior middleweight. That's Marie DeCare. She needs an opponent. Oscar Rivas, he needs an opponent. They both are 8 and 10 round fights. So, there's plenty fighters out there, but we all know money talks and what BS walks. Now, December the 8th, we got Lomachenko. And guess who he's fighting? He's fighting Jose Pedraza. We all remember Jose Pedraza, who knocked out, or who got knocked out by Gervonta Davis. He knocked him out. Same Gervonta Davis that's trying to get away from TMT when TMT gave him his shot, gave him his start, got him his belt. No loyalty, no more. All the young and up and coming fighters love that money. So now I'm almost finished here. Now they will be fighting for the WAWO lightweight unification. This is a unification fight. Okay. Now I'm gonna go on down to December the 15th. Okay. And we all know it's Rocky Fielding versus Canelo Alvarez. Pretty much easy fight. Pretty much bullshit. All right. It's gonna be a 12-round fight. And it's gonna be for Fielding's WBA regular now, super middleweight title. So, and also at the same time in New Zealand, December 15th, on the zone, be Joseph Parker versus Alexander Flores. Now, why is Parker fighting a 10-round fight? And, it got to be due to rankings. That's the only thing I could think of. Now, we're going to end the year with, you know who? Josh Warrington and Carl Frampton. They will be fighting. Yes, they will be fighting on December the 22nd. That's going to be a great fight, man. I hope everybody will get a chance to see that fight. Josh Warrington versus Carl Frampton. Now, Paul Manton, you from the UK. Give me your opinion on Josh Warrington and Carl Frampton. If you're still there, and I know a lot of people have to go to work, and that's understandable. Like I say, I'm a new channel, and I'm very understanding guy. But if anyone out there is from the UK, feel free to tell me, how do you feel about the Josh Warrington and Carl Frampton 12-round fight for Warrington's IBF featherweight title? And this will be in Manchester, England. And it also will be on ESPN Plus. So, is there anyone out there can tell me what they think? Now, anybody listening? If not, that's fine also. So please, you can leave your comments after this live stream is over with, or you can go ahead on and leave it now. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead on. I think Josh Warrington fights pretty much like Sean Porter with his head. That's right. Carl Frampton will use his finesse, his slick boxing, to throw Warrington off. Warrington might be swinging in the air because Frampton, he's a mover. He's a puncher too. He fought 2 good fights with Leo Santa Cruz. So we're going to see who is the best of the best in the featherweight title of England. And I'm looking forward towards that fight. Then we're going to end the year with Jamel and Jamal Charlo versus Willie Monroe Jr. He will be fighting Jamel Charlo, 12 rounds for Charlo's WBC interim middleweight title. Then Jamal Charlo will be fighting Tony Harrison for 12 rounds for Charlo's WBC junior middleweight title. And that's all I have that I thought you all will be interested in. Those are the rest of the fights for this year. And we all know that January the 19th is supposed to be Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner. So, if there are any questions or any comments that I can answer, KQKC wanted to get the schedule out to y'all for the rest of the year. And as I mentioned, Jamal Charlo and Jamel Charlo, are they the new boogeyman of their division? Or are they the most avoided fighter in the division? Or are they the most mistreated fighter in the boxing, in pro boxing? I don't think they have been treated right. I don't think they have been treated fair. Same with Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. I don't think Earl has been treated well because Earl has to do what's best for Earl, not what's best for us. But we also should be able to have a voice into the fights we want to see. So, as long as that doesn't happen, then you're going to have a lot of disgruntled boxing fans. And yes, I'll probably be one of them. So, please, don't let boxing turn for the worse. I heard, and I allegedly heard, that each different, I believe, governing body or something, they're going to have more belts with different belts. In other words, they're going to be three middleweight belts in 3 divisions. The same belt, same weight class, but it'll be 3. So in other words, it's not going to be across the street anymore. It'll be across the street, then it's going to be down the street, and it's going to be up the street. Now, they're just splitting hairs for boxing. Now they're just going to tear it all up. They're just going to screw up boxing, period. And I don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever. So, KQKC felt that it was my obligation to do what I did. Okay? I had to let you know the schedule for the following or the remainder of this year. Now, Showtime will be coming out. Not Showtime, I apologize. PBC/Showtime will be coming out with their lineup for 2019 to April. So, with that, hey, what's going on, Mark Blake? I think Willie Monroe will either quit or get KO'd. Yeah, Willie Monroe, he's big, and with Triple G, I think even though he lost. I think Triple G made him a better fighter. Now, he's not going to get he's not going to quit. I doubt that very seriously. Now, it's a good chance he can get KO'd because he has the right fundamentals, but, everybody wants to jump on all these weights. We see how big he is, right? But he doesn't have that upbringing like the Charlos had. They've been fighting for years, but they just never got the recognition. But now, got the skills, but seems to lack the heart. Yes. You know what? Mark Blake, you hit it right on the head. Charlo, they have the skills. But sometimes I do question their heart. The reason for is, I don't know if you remember, when he was in Brooklyn, he was talking big, mad stuff about Danny Jacobs, his hometown. Where he at? Then Danny Jacobs come down the hall, and boom. You see Danny Jacobs? Oh, there he is right there. His whole demeanor changed. And right then and there, I knew, no. It's something ain't right. His heart ain't big as he wolfing it off to be. Yes. That's what I believe. You know what? You hit it right on the head, brother. You know what? Hey, good eye. Because I thought the same thing. When I seen that, man, I was ecstatic. I'm like, wait a minute. You just was saying this and saying that. And he was saying it with authority. But soon, Dan Jacob, what's up, brother? Man, this and that. Especially when he said, I'm touching M's. I would have said, motherfucker, that ain't shit. I've been touching M's for a while. It's probably not true, but who knows whose business, right? I would have said the same thing. But see, like I said, that's their heart, That's the intimidation, But that's the same thing they're trying to say about Earl and Terrence Crawford. Somebody don't have heart, but that's not true. It don't have anything to do with heart or nothing like that. It has something to do with business. And I'm quite sure both sides know what they want to do. Terrence Crawford not about to retire. He's saying that to throw out a hint that, we'll have to fight sooner or later. And I'd rather for it to be soon. And he's talking about he want to fight Keith Thurman also. That don't sound like a man that want to quit. No, sirree, it doesn't. So, if I was you, yep, business. You got that right. That's all it is, business. So I'm not saying they're going to marinate the fight. I'm not going to say they're going to take 5 years. I'm not saying that much. But between both of them, Earl Spence said he had a fight lined up for late January to early February. I don't know who that might be, but it is what it is. So, same with Mikey Garcia. I believe he's going to be fighting Richard Cormier. That's who I believe he's going to be fighting. Terrence Crawford, I don't know, because first of all, Top Rank don't have anybody to fight. Then you have Bar Air. He's lying his ass off for the simple fact that they don't have nobody to fight for them. or somebody that fight Terrence Crawford, period. They will have to find somebody that doesn't, that's on a B level type skill. I mean, it's just amazing, how Top Rank went from uh, Bar Aaron and Muhammad, I forgot his name, Elijah Muhammad's son, and Bar Aaron started a company together. Can you believe that? Herbert, that's his name, Herbert Muhammad. They started a company together. A Muslim and a Jew. That's funny as hell. But hey, it is what it is, man. And I'm not gonna hold you brothers. I know y'all gotta get to work. And I just wanted to tip on that. Let y'all know what's up and coming. And you see you have a little bit of everything. A little bit of house shoes, this, that, everything. You have a little bit of everything, man. So, but anyway, I'm KQKC Boxing. If you like the content of this channel, you like what I was saying, make sure you hit the like button also. Please, I need your subscription. I'm a new channel. Just got started 6 months ago. And shout out to the LDBC. And once you subscribe to me, just hit the icon bell. And once you hit the icon bell, bang, you get notified each and every time I do a video. I normally do 2 to 4 a day because I'm trying to make my bones in this business. And yes, I'm doing it for a cause, and I'm doing it because I love sports, especially boxing, my #1 sport. So in the description box, I will put my email address. And if you feel that you would like to donate to keep this channel running, and a portion of that will go towards the cause I'm fighting for. And that link will be in the description box. So, like I end all my videos, what about in Florida are you? Where about in Florida are you? Oh, no. I'm sorry, brother. I'm not in Florida. No, I'm in Chicago. That's right. I'm in Chicago. I say I'm a new channel. And I just got started 6 months ago. And I say shout out to the LDBC. And I also said that if you'd like to make a donation, that would be fine. It helped me keep this channel running, and I'm doing it for a cause. And that cause is the American Cancer Society. And once you replay this video, you will hear a little bit of that story. So, no, I'm not in Florida. I'm in the Netherlands. Oh, wow, brother. Man, I never been there, but I heard it's beautiful. Wow. You know what? You're the first person I ever talked with or socialized with that was from the Netherlands. Wow, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, America. All right. I'm glad you picked me up, man. I'm really glad. And pass the word on, man. I only have 140-something subscribers. I just started 6 months ago, but, I'm trying. But I will bring you the latest and updated news in the current state of boxing. It's like I just gave you all the dates that will be coming up for the rest of the year. So, as I end all my videos, brother, and you can hit me on my email if you like. And you can subscribe to this channel if you like also. And like I finish all my videos. I'm not new to this boxing shit, but I'm true to this boxing shit. And with that, man, I'm out of here. Peace and love. And peace and love to everybody in the Neverlands. And peace and love to the LDEC.